Alright guys, back at it again. Just wanted to do a little quick vid about my trailer update. Um, so this is my trailer back here. It is a 5 by 7, I believe. I have to check the specs, but it's a 5 by 7 enclosed trailer. And let me just turn it around, turn the camera around here. So purchased it, and the first thing you want to do is get a couple of accessories, a couple of ball hitches. I got the wheel there, so that when it's empty I can lift it and roll it where I need to be, and that circle thing there is what keeps the wheel locked so that it doesn't slip downhill. You want to keep it on a surface level, but this is a trailer that I use for my DJing, and it is the style that has a roll down or ramp door. We will blur out the license plate there. But notice I have a camera installed, a backup camera there, so that I can see when I'm driving vehicles. But I want to show you a couple of modifications I've done to the trailer. Here's the inside. It is a little dirty because we also use it for hauling trash, moving furniture. We sold a home, we had to clear out a lot of stuff, so we used it multi-purpose. But as you can see, I have installed E-Track all around, and I've made some shelves, and I'll get into my shelves a little bit later. But E-Track, not extremely difficult to install. I'm not an expert. I certainly don't use all the holes. That would be overkill. You just pop a few in there. If you can, get it to one of these studs that you see. If you can get a nail. So here I've got it into the stud, so I know that that's secure. These other ones, maybe not so much, but I know at least I'm anchored at that one point into that metal stud there. So try and do that when you install the E-Track. Aside from getting into a stud, you just try to get it into the wood as best you can and not put too much weight on it, and test it. The other thing I have these hooks. I'll show you when my trailer is full. I'll try to pop in some clips when it's full what I use these hooks for, but I have these baskets. These are E-Track hooks. Another accessory that I have is my, I can't think what this is called, ratchet straps. Now these ratchet straps in particular I like because they have this little red button, and you press it and it automatically winds back in, unlike the other ratchet straps where the straps get tangled. If you can, get the automatic rewind ones with that little red tab, and it will save you a ton of trouble. I've got some larger ones that are 2-inch. These are 2 inches wide. They kind of sort of have they don't have the red tab to auto rewind, but you can kind of crank this, and then there's a release tab, and it stays on the same spool, so you don't have to feed the rope in like traditional ratchet straps. But I want to show you a little bit about my shelves I made with these E-straps. They have these, everything is anchored in with these removable, I don't know what they're called, but they're hooks, and they're sized specifically for 2x4s, and you can kind of place them anywhere along the E-Track. You just up and down, and it locks in place. So what I'll do is when I load up, I typically put the heaviest stuff on the bottom. I'll put 2 cases of uplights. So I'll remove this 2x4 here. I'll remove this 2x4 here, and I'll roll in my cases of uplights, and I'll lock the wheels, of course, and so that they don't move. And hopefully I can find some footage to pop in. I will lock a 2x4 in so that the cases of uplights don't move. Actually, I lock in 2 with my 2 cases, and I size this to the length of the height of my my cases, my 2 cases of uplighting. So those 2x4s lock in the uplight cases, road cases, And even though the wheels are locked, these 2x4s are my extra insurance that nothing rolls while we're in transit. My first shelf, I'll put some gear on this first shelf, and the same principle applies. I'll take another 2x4 and we lock it in place. We lock it in place like that so that nothing rolls from this second shelf. I don't have the little hook there. I got to grab one more. But that's the idea. So I got a shelf there, and I have a shelf on top, and obviously I'll put two more of those hook things there. But let me show you how I do my shelves. Move this out of the way. Alright, so this shelf here is 100% removable. So you see I've got two, and if you can see under there, I've got this shelf attached with two 2x4s, two hooks, and they just come down. So anytime I need to remove this shelf, I can for additional space. Let's see, we're not locked in. There we are. And the same thing with this shelf. This one, I used a thinner sheet of plywood, so I had to make a middle brace. Let's pop this out of there for you guys. So as you can see, I've got a brace there, a piece of E-track on the back there to brace this piece of plywood in the center because it's not as thick as the top shelf. But nonetheless, everything pops back in. Let me set you down for a second. Pop that back. So everything's back in. Shelf number one, put things on top, pop in a 2x4. Shelf number two, same thing, pop in a 2x4 to lock everything in. The bottom is the floor space where the two uplight cases go, or anything heavy. And then when I bring my TV booth in, I take a ratchet strap. I will hook it all around like that, lock it in place, ratchet it in. So I'll ratchet it either on the left or the right side, and everything fits in here. I have a little floor space. The other cool thing I want to show you is this strip, this power strip. Let's see if we can get this in the shot. Let's see if we can get this as a power strip. Let's see how many this holds. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Has 12 outlets there. And I'm going to put this somewhere smart. Up here, probably along this wall here. I think this is a good spot for it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap into the electrical. I'm going to tap into the electricity here, or I'm going to get somebody that knows this kind of work to do it. They're going to tap into that. We're going to install a battery of some sort so that we have power. And then we will, some kind of way, I'll find someone who's smart, knows how to do it, run the battery, and I'm going to run this strip in here so that I can charge up lights while I'm in transit. Lots of times my gigs are 2 hours, at least an hour. So let me know what you think. And as they say, go ahead and subscribe and like. It helps the algorithm out, and we can keep bringing you more good content.